Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, man. You know it. It's 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, some of you might wonder, because I talk a lot about politics and social situations, social issues. How come I haven't talked about the biggest story in the news? Trump's arraignment yesterday, Trump going to court. I'm going to talk a little bit about it today, and I could sum it up pretty quick. The reason I haven't talked about it is I just don't, I don't, not that I don't care, but I don't, this is the reason I haven't talked about it. The normal laws of reality do not apply to this situation. Let me tell you first, yesterday I was watching on the news, and they had the Miami police, and they're talking about how there's going to be, but not under 5,000, but between 5,000 and 50,000 people, and we don't know what they're going to do. All these people are coming out to back Donald Trump. I didn't see anything, man. I saw maybe 300 people in the news yesterday. I looked at the news this morning. I swear to God, I didn't see any news stories, any crowds of people, any pictures bigger than, I'd say 500 people would be pushing it. So that's that. I noticed that. Here's the thing. So I talked to Trump supporters yesterday. I had to bring this up, and I regret bringing it up. And here's the reason why I really just don't. I believe he broke the law. I believe he put the United States in danger. Looking at Donald Trump's demeanor, his his bragging nature. I could see him bringing all these boxes, and you see all the boxes, hundreds of boxes in bathrooms, on a stage, in rooms, all over the place. And I could see this guy doing this on purpose. I could see him bragging to people, look what I take control of nukes. I was the most powerful man in the world. I could easily see this guy doing this. I could also easily see how North Korea, China, Russia, especially Putin, how they could just read this guy. This guy was so easy to play and read, and I could see them easily getting into Mar-a-Lago and getting control of these documents. I mean, I would be shocked if it didn't happen already. I think he put America at risk. Does he belong in jail? Yeah, he does. But here's the thing where reality doesn't apply. I talked to all the Trump supporters I've talked to. Let's just say they're close to me, and they're all older than me. And these are people that had it with Donald Trump. They were kind of sick of him. They were looking at Ron DeSantis, every single one of them. And now, after this, they're all talking about voting for Donald Trump again. The normal laws don't apply here. If I saw Barack Obama, if I saw Hillary Clinton or her husband, or Joe Biden, or any of these people, if I saw any of these people doing something illegal that I could clearly see is illegal, I'd want them arrested. I wouldn't vote for them. That's like normal reality. I don't want to vote for somebody that's doing the wrong thing. In the world of Donald Trump, the more he does wrong, this is what every one of these people said yesterday. I'm voting for him because they're picking on him. And so I said, are you telling me Donald Trump is like an innocent, great guy? And they're like, no, I'm not saying that, but they're picking on him. And then they started bringing up Hunter Biden and Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, that's where the conversation went yesterday. And I started looking at this, and the more that this guy, he should be. I brought this fact up. I said, what if it was me? What if I was in the Army or the Marines or whatever, and I had access to two top secret documents? Or if I brought them here into my home, put them in the closet, and people came over and I say, hey, look what I got. I'm pretty cool, huh? Pretty much the exact same thing that Donald Trump's done. I don't know if he said that word for word, but come on. Looking at his character, looking at the man, the place, everything, I mean, I could easily see him doing this. What would happen to me? I would go to jail for the rest of my life, and nobody would give a rat's butt. Nobody would even remember my name a year from now. But Donald Trump, reality doesn't apply. If he does this stuff, then he's being picked on. They're picking on him because they hate America. They're trying to trans America and Target and Bud Light, and seriously, That's where the conversation went with these people yesterday. And I just decided that, you just have to let them be. The people that are going to vote for this guy are going to vote for this guy regardless. And more of them are going to vote for this guy the more he does wrong. The people that used to like him but had stopped, we're changing their minds, they're back voting for him again. So what's the point? Really, what's the point? You might as well just ride this out and pray to God that some dose of reality gets in these people's heads. I don't understand how Americans could, how any rational person could be like this. See a guy that normally they would never hang out or associate with a person like this, a braggart, belligerent, know-it-all. Normally, but they just love this guy. And they love him because other people hate him. The laws of reality do not apply. Like I said, so in this conversation yesterday, I started bringing up those things I just said. If I did this, and I could see, I could understand, and the fact that he's getting arrested is because he lied about it. He was asked to return them. What about Joe Biden? And he had documents in front of his Corvette in his garage, and they were laying on the floor. But did he give them back? Did he intentionally bring them home? And all the other people, Hillary Clinton. You can't even say for sure if she, I still don't know what was on Hillary's emails. I brought that up yesterday. What was even on these emails? Was it a shopping list? Was it about China? What was it? Nobody knows. They actually brought up Hunter Biden yesterday. And like I said, he's not getting arrested because of the documents. He's getting arrested because he lied. And he acknowledged that he lied. He acknowledged that he hid this stuff, that that's why he's getting arrested. It's nowhere near like the other ones, like Hillary or Biden. He's getting arrested not because he has these documents, but because he lied and tried to hide them, and repeatedly just said "F you" to the people of the FBI that wanted him back and the DOJ. And I just get blank stares when I say this. It's like they know this, but they just don't care. They will support this guy. Like the truest thing I ever saw was Donald Trump saying that he could cap somebody in the middle of, what did he say, Fifth Avenue, and still get elected. Remember him saying? He said something along those lines. And not only that, but more people would vote for him. This is just the laws of reality don't apply. This is America going to the crapper. Okay, I want to leave you guys with this one last thought. Now, everybody, the whole right-wing Republicans, they're up in arms because they believe the DOJ. They're saying that. I actually saw a congressman or a senator actually say this, that Joe Biden indicted Donald Trump. Joe Biden indicted Donald Trump, his political opponent, to put him in jail because he didn't want the leading Republican he didn't want to compete against the leading Republican that was going to take the White House from him. It's like, no, Joe Biden had nothing to do with this. This was the Department of Justice, which is the three branches of the government: executive, judicial, and legislative. I doubt if half these Republicans even know that. But here's the thing I want to bring up. Okay, so they're all screaming about putting him in jail because he's the leading Republican. 2015, 2016, I remember every single Republican Trump supporter saying, lock her up, lock her up. Remember that? Remember that? Every single one back in 2015. She was the major political opponent of Donald Trump. And all these people that are complaining now, because it's actually happening to them, well, back then, when they actually initiated all this about political opponents, lock her up, every single one of them. And now that their guy actually did something wrong, blatantly did something wrong, lies about doing something wrong, tries to hide about what he did wrong, it is actually facing the consequences. I don't think he will ever face jail. I don't see a president ever being in jail. I'll say that. But now that it's actually happening to their guy, it's weaponization. It's the downfall of America. And just 7 or 8 years ago, these are the people that initiated this whole thing, that started this lock her up. Doesn't Doesn't that click with you? Don't you realize you were just doing this? You're the ones that started this whole thing, this whole idea, this whole thing about political opponents being treated like normal people. The whole thing with Hillary's emails, which we still don't know what the hell was on them or what's on Hunter Biden. If I hear Hunter Biden's laptop one more time, I am going to lose my stuff, man. I'm going to open a vein. I'm kidding. That's just a joke. This is why I don't talk about Donald Trump or getting arrested. To me, it's not a plus. In this world of Trumpism, in the world of Trumpism, it's a boon for him. The laws of reality don't apply here. I'm sorry if I rambled. This is my thoughts on Trump and the whole arraignment. Let me know what you think. You guys have a good Wednesday.